Hi, today we're going to talk all about subliminals and manifesting. Do they work? Do you need them? And is there a more effective and faster way to do what you want to do? Welcome to Active Path Law of Attraction, where we teach advanced law of attraction and manifestation principles to take you up to the next level so you can change your life, your loved ones' lives, and the world. If you would like more advanced law of attraction and manifestation information, then please like this video so we know what content to produce more of for you. Okay, if you are interested in subliminals, you probably fall into one of two camps. You either fall into trying to make personal change, or you're using LOA and you have been told that you have some blocks that are preventing your manifestations from happening. And we can help you in either of these cases really quickly and really easily. But if you're interested in personal change, then you probably have some habits, some thought patterns, and maybe some beliefs that you want to change. Maybe they've been bugging you, holding you back for a long time. You want to change them. You've tried different things. Nothing has worked. So you're saying, well, subliminals reprogram me. Will subliminals change these for me? Now, if you've been practicing LOA for a while, law of attraction and manifestation, then in all likelihood, you've got some law of attraction teachers, gurus that you listen to, and they tell you to do A, B, C, and D to manifest things in your life. And you're over here and you say, okay, I've tried A, B, C, and D, and it's not working. So you go back to the law of attraction teacher or guru and you say, hey, you told me to do A, B, C, and D. It's not working. And they say, well, are you really doing A, B, C, and D? And you say, yeah, I'm really doing A, B, C, and D. So they say, okay, well, if what I'm teaching you isn't working, then it must be your subconscious. And that is this unknowable black box that has all these hidden things in it, things from your childhood, things you can't know, things you can't touch, things that's really hard to change. And if you can access and change these things in the black box, then what I'm teaching you will work. So in other words, the problem isn't me. The problem isn't what I'm teaching you. The problem is you and your subconscious mind. So then you're saying, okay, I've got to change my subconscious mind. How do I do it? Okay, first things first, do subliminals work? Well, a lot of people will give you subjective anecdotes, their own personal experience. I'm usually looking for established patterns, things that can be verified, things that have been studied. And unfortunately, most of the studies out there about this don't really follow the scientific method, but there are a few. And my favorite one was done by several universities in California. And they tested subliminal audio specifically for personal development. There were categories like improved memory, self-esteem, things of that nature. So they got, I think it was about 100 people. And they got a bunch of subliminal audios, varying topics from varying manufacturers, but they all said, hey, listen to these for 30 days and they will change you. So they got all these people into the study and they gave each of them an audio that they listened to for 30 days, okay? And it might have been on memory, it might have been on confidence, it might have been for self-esteem, whatever. Now, the people who were receiving the audios, this was a double-blind study, so the people who were receiving the audios and giving the audios weren't sure exactly what subliminal audio they were doing because they changed the labels on the audios. So some people might have got a memory subliminal audio and it could have been labeled memory, or they could have got a memory subliminal audio and it could have been labeled confidence. The only thing the person listening to the audios had to go on was the label itself. But if the subliminal audios themselves were doing the job they were supposed to do, it shouldn't matter what label was on it. Because if the messaging was going in and being effective, then it's the messaging that should make the change, regardless of the label. Well, at the end of this study, they gave everybody two types of tests, qualitative and quantitative. Quantitative, things they could actually measure. Test their memory before, test their memory after. Did it improve? Qualitative. How did they feel about their memory? Do they feel they have a better memory now after the subliminal audios than they did before? When they analyzed all this data, the conclusion of the study was that the subliminal audio content itself had no bearing on the results at the end of the study. In fact, they concluded, if anything correlated a little bit more to the results at the end of the study, it was the labels and not the content. In other words, if someone had a label of a self-confidence audio, they were more likely to judge that they had better self-confidence at the end of the study, even if the subliminal audios they were actually receiving were a memory or another topic. In other words, it was just their reference to the label that made them feel that way, and the subliminal audio messaging itself was having little to no effect. And they did conclude at the end of the study that the subliminal audios for self-development was just as effective as a placebo. In other words, an audio with the subliminal recording on it was just as effective for change as an audio with no subliminal recording on it. If you would like a link to the study so that you can review it yourself, then please just drop me a comment below the video and I'll send you a link to the study itself. Okay, so where does that leave us? Where does that leave all the people who are trying to accomplish personal change and it's not being effective, and all the people who are trying law of attraction, it's not effective, and the only thing they've been told is that they have to change their subconscious mind? Well, first of all, if you're going for personal change, these are just mental habits, beliefs, patterns that you have. And these are all reinforced by past events and what we think people are expecting of us. They are our consistency. They're all tied to our identity. It's how we see ourselves, how we identify ourselves. If I am someone who gets angry all the time, I know that because I've got angry really quickly in the past, and I know the people around me are expecting me to be angry, and if I keep doing that, then everything is consistent, and no one's, that's what everyone's expecting. This is pretty easy to change, okay? We change these things for people in about 8 hours of work. We have a program, it's called Personal Reboot. You can find it at personalreboot.com, and there we have a program that in 8 hours will permanently eliminate a habit, a belief, or a thought pattern. Okay, there's no repetition of reinforcement over days or weeks or months. 8 hours, one and done. That takes care of the people who are going for personal change. So how about all of the people who are using LOA for manifesting and they've been told the cure is their subconscious, this unknowable black box that has locked up with mysteries, and if they're feeling positive all the time and following all the advice of their teacher and guru, then it would be working, if not for their subconscious mind, so they have to change their subconscious mind. Well, that's not true, okay? It's not true. What happens 99 out of 100 times is you've got your teacher, your guru, who is telling you to do A, B, C, and D. And you are faithfully doing A, B, C, and D. But it's not working for you. A really, really, really easy way for the teacher or guru to get off the hook and lose all accountability is to blame it on the subconscious. Or they'll blame it on you. You'll say, oh, were you having some negative thoughts? Oh, were you having some doubts? Oh, were you asking questions? Then that's why ABCD is not working. Or it's this unknowable mystery of your subconscious that's preventing everything from working for you. What they will not say is that, hey, maybe A, B, C, D that I'm teaching you isn't effective and doesn't work. And what I'm here to tell you is that if you've been following someone for a long time, you've been doing A, B, C, D, what they're telling you to do, you've been doing them diligently. I mean, if you haven't been doing them, that's your fault. That's on you. But if you've been following what they've been telling you for a long time, and you're not getting the results, and the best explanation they have for you is it's either your fault or this mysterious black box, then chances are what they're telling you simply isn't effective. I think we're all familiar with Einstein's definition of insanity, and that is doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again and expecting different results. If you keep doing the same thing, you can expect to keep getting the same results. So if you have been trying things for years, I've talked to people who've been trying the same thing for decades and not getting the results they want. It is probably time to try something new. Now, it is true that some things do take time. If I have a garden and I plant some seeds today, I'm not going to see flowers tomorrow. It's going to take maybe a couple of months, maybe a couple of weeks, depending on the flower. I don't know. I don't grow flowers for the flowers to sprout up. That's natural. But if I plant seeds, and this year there's no flowers, and next year there's no flowers, and the year after that, there's no flowers, I have to try something different with my gardening, okay? Whatever book I read, whoever taught me, or whatever I read on the internet that taught me this was the way to garden, wasn't working. It doesn't work. I have to try something new. I have to open my mind to some new information, some new ways of thinking, some new ways of doing things so that when I do plant seeds, they do grow and I do end up with the flowers that I desire. So if you want to learn some new information, something that's more powerful and more effective, we can definitely help you out. We have literally taught thousands of people how to manifest what they want in their life, how to change their life, the lives of their loved ones, the world around them, usually after they've spent years or decades trying other things and getting nowhere. We teach them some new information, some new ways of thinking, some new ways of interacting and being in the universe so they can actually start to make changes in their life. And we've got a lot of information for you. We really want you to learn how to do this stuff really well. You can find us online. Our website is theactivepath.com. Theactivepath.com. We teach active path law of attraction. It's very different, much more effective, and a lot more powerful than anything you'll find on some bookshelf of every bookstore that you've ever been into. So find us at theactivepath.com. We also have an extremely powerful Facebook group where you can meet thousands of like-minded individuals who are there to help you learn this stuff and change your life. The Facebook group is called Power Manifesting Inner Circle. You can look us up on Facebook. We're there to help you. Come join the group. It's free. You can learn everything you need to learn to change your life in this Facebook group for free. Come join us. We really want you to be there. We really want to help you learn this stuff. While you're still here, here are a couple other videos I know will open up a whole new world of manifestation, power, and ability to you. Please watch them right away. We're looking forward to your questions. Please put them in the comments below. I'm Tom Riley. Until next time, remain at choice.